What's going on, y'all? KM Best here, your favorite 69th ranked Marvel snapper, and you'll never guess what my favorite day one Cull Obsidian deck is. That's right, in an incredible, unexpected twist, my favorite Cull Obsidian deck is, Thanos. Duh. So, why do we actually like Cull Obsidian in this Thanos deck? Well, basically, he allows you to do a couple things that the deck really wants you to actually be doing. The first is get out early points to start discounting your Scar. With Cull Obsidian, you are very much in range to actually get a Scar to end up costing 2 by the final turn of the game. That is an extremely powerful thing to be doing, because if Scar costs 2, you can pair it with a Shang-Chi and double up on winning lanes, one with a big body and one with a Shang-Chi. In addition, it is also a big body that you can play alongside a card going into a Lockjaw. One of the major things that Wave does in this deck is after you play a Lockjaw, on turn 4, you play Wave plus a stone, then on turn 5, you play a big guy plus a stone. Cull enables you to do this without the necessity for Wave. So you can just play a Cull and a stone in the Lockjaw on turn 5, and that's actually just really good. If you get lucky off your rolls on that, you can even get Scar down to 0. Now, that's not a particularly likely thing to do, but getting him to 2 more regularly is the major function of Cull Obsidian in this deck. One trick to keep in mind with Cull Obsidian is that he does not require you to actually have the 1-cost card on the board. You can play the 1-cost card on the same turn that you play him. So do keep that in mind, and of course, he does want you to start spreading out your 1-cost cards early, while Lockjaw obviously does not want you to do that, so you are going to have to think about how you're positioning your 1-cost cards in the early game. I actually found that Space Stone had some extra usage in this deck, not just to move your big guys around and make the Shang-Chis a little less obvious, but also to move your small guys around so you can clear up space for Lockjaw, move things out of the Lockjaw lane. Space Stone was quite good because of the preponderance of large idiots, Cull Obsidian, of course, being one. Now, another thing to keep in mind with Cull Obsidian is that it does give you a new type of early game nut draw. This is not something that's going to happen a lot, but it can happen, and that is when you Time Stone into Cull Obsidian and then into Scar. And I think that also segues pretty well into a conversation about Shang-Chi. The basic premise this deck is operating on is they can't Shang-Chi us everywhere, and if we present big threats in every lane, yes, one of them can get swung by a Shang-Chi, but unless they're doing, say, Shang-Chi, Absorbing Man, and like Grandmaster, it's pretty unlikely that all of them do. In addition, Kyera and Wave enable us to get very strong threats that can't be Shang-Chi'd out onto the board in a reasonable manner. This strategy allows us to create a lot of power that is surprisingly hard to interact with. Cull Obsidian is actually a key part of it. Let's jump into the card-by-card breakdown. Jeff is your 2-drop of choice, but if you don't own Jeff for whatever reason, I would say that Psylocke is an okay swap. Psylocke allows you to access that turn 3 Cull as long as you played a 1-drop earlier, so it's less reliable, but it does allow you to access it. And this deck with Cull in it is surprisingly energy hungry. Like, there are going to be a lot of situations where you really want an extra energy on the final turn of the game, but you also really wanted an extra energy earlier in the game, and so that's when you played your Time Stone. Those are the situations where Psylocke can really come in handy. Something like allowing you to play a Magneto and roll in a Lockjaw with 7 energy on turn 6 can be upside over Jeff. However, Jeff is just better. And I think that really speaks to just how strong Jeff is, that there are all these use cases for Psylocke, but Jeff is just better. It's a better card. It allows you to move power around at the end of the game. It partners up with Vision to allow you to win closed off locations. And it even is a great pull off of Lockjaw some of the time because it just gets you a reroll. You just get a Jeff for free. And that is it's just a little bit better. I'm sorry. My most favorite card in the game, everyone knows how much I love Lockjaw and the randomness of playing it in Thanos. I don't really know what to say other than the deck is good and I do what's good. Obviously, it's not my favorite way to play, but that's not really going to stop me from trying to find the best deck for you to play Cull Obsidian in, and Lockjaw is absolutely a part of it. The Lockjaw shell with Thanos is a proven competitor. Cull Obsidian is a significant upgrade to it, and this is a solid deck. Kyera is an absolute monster in this list. Preventing your stuff from dying is incredibly valuable, even though, yes, it doesn't stop someone from Shang-Chiing your Cull Obsidian. Yes, it doesn't stop someone from Shang-Chiing your Devil Dinosaur. It does stop people from Shang-Chiing basically every other big threat you put in the deck. And that is extremely relevant because a lot of the time you'll do something like Kyera into Wave plus Stone into Big Guy, and that Big Guy can be a 6-drop and be safe from Shang, and that also allows you to have a discounted Scar who is also a 6-drop and is also safe from Shang. That kind of stuff is just straight up good. Wave is there mostly for the play that I talked about in the context of, like, you have a Lockjaw, you go Wave plus Stone, you go Big Guy plus Stone, things like that. That's her best role. When you're playing Wave on 3, it can be good in matchups where your opponent can't benefit from it, but a lot of the time when you play Wave on 3 and then a Big Guy, that Big Guy is very vulnerable to Shang because you played Wave on 3 instead of Kyera, so it's a little bit of a riskier line. I'm not a big fan of Wave on 3s in this current metagame, but sometimes you are doing literally nothing else, and so it gives you an actual game plan. Your turn 3s are kind of confusing, and Wave is one of the things that makes it confusing. However, she is still quite good, and I would say she's very much worth running. The probable best card in Marvel Snap is quite good in this deck, and I think Shang-Chi actually got a little bit better with Cull Obsidian coming out because Cull Obsidian makes it so much easier to discount your Scar. Your Scar actually costing 2 on the final turn of the game is so much more live now that Cull exists than it was previously. It would basically never happen, and now it happens sometimes. And pairing Shang and Scar, like, that's the Zabu deck thing, right? You're playing 2 things that win lanes on the final turn of the game. That's a really good thing to do. Cull Obsidian himself is genuinely just very good here. And I wanted to talk about a specific question that people are going to ask is, what about Shang-Chi? And the answer is, yeah, no, it can be good against you, but the point of this deck is that you are going to accelerate with such velocity discounting Scars, Lockjaws, that Cull Obsidian isn't even like a major target for their Shang-Chi. There's going to be other scarier stuff for them to kill. This guy getting Shang-Chi'd pretty much isn't a thing unless your game plan just isn't functioning at all. In addition, he enables these late turn plays where, like, okay, I don't really know what I want to do, but, like, I have this Cull Obsidian and I have this Stone and I have this Lockjaw, so I can flush something into Lockjaw and then play the Cull Obsidian, and he's sometimes a big guy in the same way that Dino being like a 5+1 play on turn 6 can be. Depending on how big your hand is, Cull Obsidian has actually been bigger for me in some cases. So he's pretty much just all around great here, actually. You are a Thanos deck, and pretty much every Thanos deck should be playing Devil Dinosaur, and this deck is, of course, playing Devil Dinosaur because it is a Thanos deck. Your hand is going to be full a lot of the time, and that means that this is going to be an extremely large unit. Although I will say, Devil Dinosaur has probably never been worse in Thanos, if only because it is often a target for not only Shang-Chi, but Enchantress, and because Kyera cannot protect it the way it can protect your other major threats, which normally wouldn't be that relevant, but in a deck that has as much energy acceleration in the context of having both Time Stone and Wave in here, it actually is pretty relevant a lot of the time that you're going to get out a 6 that can be protected by Kyera instead of Devil Dinosaur because it's so vulnerable. Vision is your safety valve, but don't get too addicted to him being a safety valve. He also has a very significant downside in this list, and it's that he does not have 10 power, and since he does not have 10 power, well, that means he doesn't make your Scar cheaper, and that is a significant cost to pay because a lot of what this deck is built around is I'm going to play a cheap Scar at some point in the game. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, but there's a lot of situations based on the amount of energy acceleration that you have where Vision is not actually your best play. He is an amazing pull off of Lockjaw because he just lets you get another roll. Obviously, it's amazing to get him for free. But I will say that Thanos, for me, has become a deck that is no longer overwhelmingly focused on the 5-drops. Kyera has made it much more profitable to focus on the 6-drops, and you can see that in the way this list is built. Blob is really, really big, and sometimes you just need a really, really big unit, and Blob is very reasonably anywhere from 15 to 25 in a deck like this. He is very often going to be 15, but he has been significantly more than that in ways that have mattered when I've played this list significant amounts of time, and I think that that is good. He's no longer, like, per se required for Thanos, but I think he is still the best card in his slot because sometimes you just need the biggest guy around, and this guy very often is going to be that guy. Your Thanos deck, this does require that you play the card Thanos. I think people really underrate January season as a whole because I kind of don't think Thanos would be a good deck if it weren't for Scar and Kyera. And you can see that how much of the discussion about Cull Obsidian is dependent on the existence of Scar. And I think that actually the fact that he's 10 power is what makes him good. When we talk about Cull Obsidian, people were like, okay, well, Cull Obsidian, he's going to suck. He's going to be 10 power and people are going to Shang-Chi him. If they didn't move him to 10 power, I don't think I'd be playing him right now. And this card right here is the reason why that change makes sense. Magneto is so freaking good. Do you know how hard it was to hold back there from using the actual expletive? Like, I really wanted to say it. This is an amazing, amazing card. Mag-Cheeto all day. This guy rocks, especially when you live in a world where he can't get Shang-Chi'd. This is like your ace in the hole. There are so many situations that no other card solves for you that Magneto absolutely wrecks them in. This guy is awesome. You can lock up lanes on turn 5 and discount your Scar. It's disgusting. It's gross. This guy has probably never been better. And I feel like I say that about Magneto a lot. This guy is so damn good. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this look at my favorite, incredibly unexpected Cull Obsidian deck. Yes, of course it is Thanos Lockjaw. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. We're going to put some gameplay on the back end here. I was pretty successful with this build. I do want to talk about whether or not Cull Obsidian is actually required, though. I think he is a fairly significant boost to this deck. I don't necessarily think he goes anywhere else. And I think right now, if you are on the fence about getting Cull Obsidian, I would be asking yourself 2 questions. First, do I want to play Thanos Lockjaw? Because that's pretty much where I think he goes. And second, are the other decks that people are playing Cull Obsidian in, like I see him in like Annihilus type stuff, Bounce type stuff, where it's like, yeah, okay, that makes some sense to me. Are those compelling to you? Because on the whole, I think this fits him a little bit better, but I'm not opposed to running him in those decks as well. Now, the major thing I would suggest you do is take a beat, because while it does improve this list, what you need to figure out is how much it improves this list. And I will do my best to, help you do that, because figuring out how much Cull Obsidian makes this deck better is going to be the real key to actually figuring out if you want to buy it. Right now, I feel like he was pretty impactful, and I think that if I were a Thanos Lockjaw player, I would pick him up, but I think that that is the kind of thing that it's very early to say that definitively, and so I won't say that definitively. I will say I think, and I will, if you get mad at me because I'm wrong later, I will tell you that's your own fault for not listening to what I'm saying. Basically, I think he's quite strong, but I would wait to see if he's a legitimate upgrade first. As always, thank you so much. I've been KM Best. You've been phenomenal. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah, which I have already recorded. Wait until my Moon Girl Modot cook. I'm good. I'm good. That's cool, though. I was worried about the Dara video. I want to wait for, to figure out if people fucking... if there's too much, Oh my god, I'm about to cull into Scar. That seems good. This is Lambie's wet dream curve? Yeah. Now, I'm still going to lose the Asgard because they're going to Shang me early, but, whatever. Oh, it's Tribunal. Right. So that means next turn, I might actually be a Mind Stone gamer. Just depending on what's reasonably happening here, right? I want to get to that Reality Stone really badly. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a Kyera Mind Stone. or Kyera Mind Stone Space Stone type guy right here, where I want to get to Reality Stone and blow that shit up before I fucking deal with anything else here. Okay, so if they play the card Living Tribunal, holy shit. Okay, we're doing math here. That's 18 plus 5, 23 divided by a bunch is what? What am I missing here? 23 divided by 3 is like less than 10. Did I die? I don't get it. Nope. Jesus. Oh, God. I actually feel terrible about that. Enjoyer shit has gone too far. How's your day been? It's been pretty solid, honestly. Pretty relaxing day. Is there a reason to play Power Stone on 1? The answer is probably no. Let's go Power Stone, Soul Stone, and it looks like we're just going to be, like, playing relatively decent cards this game. They are also a Thanos deck, and it seems like they're in, like, the same awkward spot we're in. Strong Guy Enjoyer, fake. I don't hate Mind Stone here, actually. We go Mind Stone into Kyera plus Stone here. Yo, Ash Tree Dweller with another gift sub. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So we go Mind Stone into, like, Kyera Time Stone kind of deal. We just go, like, Blob here. It's probably pretty big. And then we have a lot of good pulls. So, we actually have Thanos on here, right? I think you probably can, the Smoke Sniper. Boom! He's huge! Hey, sure. I don't give a fuck, but sure. Is this the kaboom? Oh yeah, it's the kaboom. We kaboomin', baby. See, that's where Cull Obsidian was kind of baller, right? For it. I could have played for it just because I'm a streamer, but I don't think it's a good one. What is up with this great portal? Is there a hot location that no one told me about? Is something happening here that no one informed your boy about? This lets me go Power Stone plus She-Hulk next turn, right? Interesting. Iron Lad is a Jeff. Stats. Stats win games. We pulled that Scar. Could have lost it. I needed to swap Kyera Jeff here, actually. I didn't do the math on if they played Annihilus here. I should have done the math on that because it's the same as if they moved Iron Lad there. I already played the Demon. I was pretty much just expecting an Annihilus, which is fine, right? Like, that's okay. All right, we have Time Stone into Lockjaw Reality if we want it. Never mind. Oh, wait, we still have that. Okay, now it's into Lockjaw Mind. And I feel like since it's Lockjaw Mind, we are meant to snap it here. Because there are now no stones in the deck. Okay, there are even less stones in the deck than we thought. I very much want my stuff to move into the Bifrost here. Or to move into Wakanda here. I would hold on opening for Gladiator. Cards in deck are Magento Scar. So it's Scar. Scar for them too, huh? Not sure I get it. No more top 69 ranked in your title? It put too much focus on my numbers in a way I didn't love. I don't really feel a ton of pressure to do much here. I've got... Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm guessing it means Agent Coulson, but, you know. Holy shit, that's crazy. Whoa, they snapped me. Interesting. So I can go 31 over there. Okay, we're good. I was wondering what I was missing there. Yeah, I was carrying to stop a Shang, specifically because I was like, I can't figure out how the fuck else we lose, right? A Soul Stone there. And if that is the situation that happens, wow. I wonder what they got out of my shit. I like Mind Stoning here. Normally I would try to Mind Stone off, but with Cull in my hand and a Zabu, I kind of just want this to work. They got Nico into, it could be Space Stone here. I have every stone. No, I'm missing Soul Stone. Double Zabu. That's nice. What are you moisturizing with nowadays? Good question. Double Zabu is super cool. I'm happy to do these kind of rolls, I think. Interesting that they would snap here. I know I'm not getting a Nihilist. Wait, Lemuria doesn't happen this turn, does it? I actually don't know how that works. I will play. What does this do? Oh, it means I die. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is Magneto about to clutch this? Oh! Oh! Magneto! Oh, Magneto! Oh, Magneto! Oh! Let's see Zach's deck review. I think that's solid, but what's up with? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I would do. I don't know about Sarah plus Doom, but I think it's generally a solid thing. Oh shit, that's Alan Wu. I don't know how many people know who this guy is. He's a really, really, really good Magic player. One of the best there is. One of the best there is. I recognize that screen name. Wavestone isn't exactly ideal. But neither is just time stoning on 3 when I could play some more efficient shit. We're both basically signaling pretty weak hands here. But the issue is a Loki pretty weak hand can still involve Loki, which is super bad for me. Whereas my pretty weak hand is just, stuff. Fill up a lane here. I think this is kind of my only real line here. There's a Jeff. Shit. Maybe it's the other way then. Can't get shanged on the right? What are you talking about? Yes, I can. I absolutely 100% can get Shang-Chi on the right. I did kind of expect him to retreat there, but I still had to think out what my best play was here. And it was pretty much just this, because if they Shang this, they can't win this, right? So there's no way they can Shang this and also play shit here. So they're just dead to this 100% of the time. For the record, that was me. I only snipe on Sundays. That wasn't you. And you don't snipe. Is just any big card a good replacement for Blob? I doubt that, but who knows? Holy shit, I'm getting rolled. Oh my god. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm getting fucking hammered by it. That's incredible. Should I have culled on the left, then moved it there? Yes. Maybe? Lady Sif Helicarrier. Jesus Christ. They're going so crazy here. Oh my god, no. That's horrible. That's horrible. This is incredible. They are gaming on an incredible level here. Okay. So it goes like this. Mind Stone here. Is Jeff less power than a Soul Stone here? Maybe Mind Stone here. Good luck. That is great luck. I could die here, I think. Okay, I lose the middle, but now I have Blob or Magneto as hits here. Oh, that'll work too. I guess all my hits were good then, huh? Okay. Fair enough. Remember to use Prime to subscribe to your favorite streamer. Two of them on the same turn. That's what the 4 cost is, right? And so, on some level, I am very sympathetic to the idea that Zabu totally shits all over that. And I think that that is a fair reading of the situation. I also think that there is a massive disparity between 4-drops and other cards. The average 4-drop is a lot bigger than the average other card. The average 4-drop is much larger compared to the vanilla than in any other card scenario, right? So in the context of your vanilla 3, like 3/4 is what most 3s are. We're getting hosed by like a loot cage. That's a 3/4 with upside. It's like totally normal. Meanwhile, we're playing with a 4/10. And that's kind of awkward. It causes some unpleasant situation. I feel like I'm just going to get shit on by Sarah here. That is pretty much the one scenario in which I don't get shit on by Sarah, correct? I'm worried they were watching me here. Because if you snap and then I do something unexpected and you rope it out, I am fairly certain I'm about to get screwed on. Let's find out. Okay, well, they did do Killmonger, and it did live. Oh, the ordering there is killer. Oh my god. Okay, they definitely weren't sniping. Oh my god. Oh my god, they were not sniping. That